A hush fell over the laboratory. Dr. Elise Morgan, her forehead creased with anticipation, adjusted her surgical loops. Years of relentless research, countless sleepless nights were culminating in this moment. Her team, a collection of brilliant minds, stood poised, their eyes reflecting the gravity of the impending event. Today they were making history. Today, they were implanting the world's first fully functional neural interface chip into a human brain. This was not just a technological leap, it was a monumental stride into the uncharted territory of human consciousness. The neural interface chip, as it was officially christened, promised a future previously relegated to the realm of science fiction. It held the potential to unlock the full capacity of the human mind, to eradicate diseases and to connect humanity like never before. The possibilities were limitless, dizzying even. But as Dr. Morgan prepared to make the incision, a shiver, inexplicable and primal, ran down her spine. Was it excitement, or was it something else, a premonition of the darkness to come? She banished the thought and picked up the scalpel. The future awaited. Jacob Harris, a man robbed of his sight in a tragic accident, sat on the operating table, his face a mask of nervous excitement. He had volunteered to be the first human subject, a leap of faith into the unknown. The chip, nestled within his skull, held the promise of restoring his sight, of returning him to the world of light and color he had lost. As the anesthesia coursed through his veins, Jacob thought about the future, a future where technology could rewrite the cruel hand fate had dealt him. The operation was a success. When Jacob woke, a collective sigh of relief swept through the room. He blinked, his eyes adjusting to the light. And then, a gasp escaped his lips. He could see. The world exploded around him in a riot of colors and shapes. Tears streamed down his face, tears of joy, tears of disbelief. He reached out, his hand trembling, to touch Dr. Morgan's face. In that moment, they were not just doctor and patient. They were pioneers standing on the precipice of a new era. The world held its breath, captivated by the triumph of human ingenuity. News of Jacob's successful operation spread like wildfire, igniting a firestorm of excitement and apprehension. The media hailed it as the dawn of a new age, a paradigm shift in human evolution. Images of Jacob, his eyes shining with newfound sight, were plastered across every screen, every newspaper, every website. He became an overnight sensation, a symbol of humanity's boundless potential. Investors poured money into Dr. Morgan's research, eager to be part of the revolution. The world, it seemed, was united in its awe. But beneath the veneer of euphoria, a current of unease began to stir. Ethicists and religious leaders voiced concerns about tampering with the very essence of humanity. What were the long-term implications of such powerful technology? Could it be used for nefarious purposes? Were we, they asked, opening Pandora's box? These voices, though initially drowned out by the chorus of optimism, refused to be silenced. They served as a stark reminder that every technological leap comes with its own set of ethical dilemmas, dilemmas that humanity was ill-prepared to confront. Echoes of an alien past. As weeks turned into months, Jacob thrived. His sight continued to improve, and he reveled in the simple pleasures he had once taken for granted. But something strange was happening. Jacob started experiencing vivid dreams, dreams unlike any he had ever had before. They were filled with alien landscapes, strange creatures, and advanced technologies beyond human comprehension. At first, he dismissed them as mere figments of his imagination, side effects of the chip. But the dreams persisted, becoming increasingly real, increasingly disturbing. He began to hear voices, whispers at the edge of his consciousness, speaking in languages he didn't understand but somehow, instinctively, knew. He saw fleeting glimpses of memories that weren't his own, memories of interstellar travel, of ancient civilizations, of power beyond measure. Fear gnawed at the edges of his mind. What was happening to him? Was the chip malfunctioning, or was it something far more sinister, something that would forever alter the course of human history? The line between reality and nightmare began to blur. and Jacob found himself teetering on the brink of madness. He needed answers, but where could he turn? Who would believe him? The unmasking of a sinister truth. Driven by a desperate need to understand the horrors unfolding within his mind, Jacob reached out to Dr. Morgan. He confided in her about the dreams, the voices, the alien memories that haunted his waking hours. Initially, Dr. Morgan hesitated, torn between her rational mind and the undeniable fear in Jacob's eyes. She had poured her life into this project, staked her reputation on its success. To entertain the possibility that something had gone terribly wrong was unthinkable. But she couldn't ignore the mounting evidence, the increasing instability in Jacob's behavior. She assembled her team, and together, they began running tests, analyzing the data from Jacob's chip. What they discovered sent chills down their spines. The neural pathways in Jacob's brain were being rewritten, rewired to accommodate an alien consciousness. The chip, it seemed, was not just a tool for healing. It was a conduit, a backdoor into the human mind. And someone or something was using it to gain control. The implications were terrifying. Had they inadvertently opened the door to an alien invasion, not with spaceships and lasers, but with a silent, insidious takeover from within? The very foundations of their reality were crumbling, and there was nothing they could do to stop it. Enslaved by design humanity's terrifying fate, as more and more people received the neural interface chip, the terrifying truth became inescapable. The alien presence, dormant for millennia, was awakening. The dreams, the whispers, the alien memories, they were not isolated incidents. They were part of a coordinated effort, a grand design orchestrated by beings of unimaginable power. These beings, the alien kings as they identified themselves in the depths of Jacob's mind, had planted the seeds of their return eons ago, patiently waiting for the moment when humanity would reach the technological sophistication to become their unwitting hosts. The world watched in horror as the kings began to assert their dominance. Governments toppled, economies collapsed, and societal structures crumbled under the weight of an invisible enemy. Humanity, once the architect of its own destiny, was now a puppet, dancing to the tune of an alien puppeteer. The streets, once bustling with life, were now eerily silent, patrolled by vacant-eyed humans, their minds enslaved. The air, once filled with laughter and music, was now heavy with the stench of fear and despair. The kings had arrived, and humanity's time had run out. We were never meant to reach for the stars, for in our hubris, we had invited our own destruction. This was our legacy, a cautionary tale whispered across the cosmos. Beware the gifts of strangers, for they often come at a terrible price.